advanced with your tax preparer or your CPA.
Yeah,
You know what levels to go to, but preferably a CPA because tax professional.
Yeah, no, that's so true. There's a huge difference. So, bro, which one you under? Are you a sole proprietor or are you a partner or what the hell?
I'm a corporation and I'm classified with an S corp tax classification.
Hey, that man is cool. That man said, I'm a corporation. He said, I'm a corporation, and this is for all the hateration.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I know that's something, you know.
What's up, Queen?
Something.
After getting those...
But I love your back end story, though, that you took that, you know, and you ran with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you followed your dream. And someone introduced you. Because I tell people all the time, even though I call myself the tax boss, I create other leaders. So if you come to my class, I want you to be a leader at some point. And some people are scared to do that. You know, I'm happy to.
No, that's facts.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
Creating other leaders. Because if you look out here, not everybody don't want that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? People be afraid of putting other people ahead. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Thinking like, ain't going to be enough bread.
Yeah.
So how did you learn about the difference between how to go to S Corp from an LLC or sole proprietor?
Honestly, after getting those letters from the IRS,
that would do it every time.
That would do it right there.
Yo, I said, man.
Hey, Queen.
Because the biggest mistake small business owners or new business, I'm going to say new business owners make.
Or is it kept by faith?
They try to do it themselves.
Yeah.
They try to do it themselves to save money.
Yeah.
Or they try to find like accountants that are willing to cut corners for them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And like, it wasn't working out, and I didn't have no time. See, a lot of times, man, you got to focus on the revenue generating parts of your business and let somebody else with the specialty handle that part of the business because that's their specialty, right?
Yeah,
man, I was getting letters from the IRS. You owe fine $900. I said, what? I said, I got to find a tax person right now. And then, you know, having an educated tax person could help you put you on a lot of things. So but the letters from the IRS made me step on my game, though.
That's going to make you step on your game. Course, you know, the letters from the IRS?
Yeah, bro.
Will leave you stressed.
But he's so true. That's most people who come to me. They never even filed a business tax. Again, let's talk about the people who created LLC without actually going to register their employee identification number, the EIN number that allows you to file taxes, open up that business bank account, and get business loans and start reporting, you know, certain things. So,
but if
a lot of people don't do that.
I don't mean to cut you. If I'm a business owner and I'm an employee, like how do I do that? Like how would I file my taxes like that?
Okay, so if you're a business owner and you're an employee for yourself, it's just going to be
meaning I'm an employee at a job.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could do either or. That's where it come back to earlier when I was explaining to you if you're that sole proprietor and you only have a W-2 or 1099 from an employer.
Yeah.
But you have your business as well. It just depending on what type of situation that you need.
Okay.
You understand? Because you could even still separate your business taxes and still tax yourself as an S corp, or you can do it the way I was advising you earlier, where you can still attach on that Schedule C and filing your business profit and losses.
Okay.
That. It'll be either way.
So how will you know when to go from an LLC to an S corp?
You will know based on yourself. Meaning when you go to your tax professional, or your CPA, they would advise you, hey, you know, maybe it's time for you to do this, or hey, maybe it's time for you to do that, or maybe it's not so quite time for you to do this. So I would just say, go with them because if not, every company needs to go to a S. Okay, because you also got to remember S corp, C corp, the special benefits like that he has. You can have an investor come in and take a percentage. Versus an LLC where you're just a single member and that's just it and you by yourself. An investor will not invest into an LLC versus the S corp because what percentage am I getting? Okay. So it just depending on where you see because not every company needs to have.
Hey, traveling aura. So does the CPA have a CPA?
No, I don't.
So nobody's accounting for you, or you just doing your own thing?
I actually do my own accounting.
Okay, doing her own thing. Tax boss in the building doing her own taxes. Okay.
I mean, the name says it all, right? Tax boss.
You know what I mean?
Hey, she the boss, man. Who else gonna do it?
No, facts. So, were you ever audited from one of your taxes that you've done?
Yes, I have clients get audited, but sometimes it doesn't be any major thing.
Okay.
Like, I had one client, he's been claiming his kids for 13 years, right? 1 year we claimed both his kids, same kids he claimed every year. They came back and say, hey, randomly we want to see proof, right? So sometimes when it's an audit, it doesn't mean that it's bad. Sometimes the IRS just randomly picks people to mess with just to make sure you actually got that approved because of so much fraudulent activity.
Yeah.
So sometimes if you get audited, it could be a mistake that was actually made by the preparer or yourself, because some people do their own taxes and make a mistake and then they get audited a couple of years later. Or it could be, just, hey, you know what? The IRS feels like we just want to see if you actually have that, and that can happen. So I have had a couple of clients have, got audited, but nothing serious.
Nice.
Just say, hey, we need to show proof that those are your kids, or hey, I see you did a Schedule C and you wrote off $8,000 in, these expenses. Do you really have $8,000 that expenses? So sometimes it could just be random. So it's not always a bad audit.
So getting audited is not always a bad thing, people.
Yes, when you hear audit, don't always think that it's a bad thing.
Yeah, you get audit. Oh, I think it's just the whole thing around. Who did you hear the word audit? What the?
This man.
You got caught, kid. We caught. We caught, man. Come on.
It can happen. It can happen.
We did the PPP. You know what I'm saying? We going under now. You know what I mean?
Yes, it can happen.
But I think it's just the whole psychology around money, that we're not really educated in that space. So I think when we just see things, you know what I mean, that deals with finances, we just shy away from it. So getting audited could mean your heart stopping.
And we get flustered quick.
Yeah.
I got into taxes. For people who don't know me, I'm a tax boss, of course. I consider myself being the best because I know the best. It's probably people better than me, but you always have confidence.
No, of course.
So I've been doing taxes since I was 18.
Okay.
I love math. All right. When I graduated college, when I graduated college in 2015 with my bachelor's in finance and accounting and my minor in business. Shout out to my ladies who graduated with honors. Okay. 3.87 GPA, and I'm very proud of it. So when I got into it, you'll be surprised as far as the lack of financial literacy and understanding in the Black community. And it's only because we do it to ourselves. I think sometimes we don't want to take the opportunity to learn or make ourselves better. And then we try to be in competition that we don't sit here and see, with no offense to anybody with the white man, Mexican, or Hispanic, I don't want to say, or et cetera. We don't look at their culture and try to embrace it. From, we look at our culture, we more against each other. So finances is huge because a lot of people they can't even add 2 plus 2. They don't even know. I have
what's 2 plus 2.
I have some grown men who just now coming to me getting their first bank account. They never even had a bank account.
Damn.
Okay. Wow. So with that being said, it's just because of lack of knowledge in the household.
Yeah.
Okay. And in our educational systems too.
No,
we
of course.
don't focus on, things that it requires you to, when you come out of school, make yourself better. Like instead of doing gym, have a finance and credit class. People don't know what credit is until they get out here and they be like, I don't need no credit. I don't need no credit. And so you go and you go try to get that house and you can't get that credit because nobody told you to get that credit.
No, facts.
I think if we just, stop being so naive.
I ain't learned about credit till I was like 33.
But even what's so crazy, even what's so crazy, right? A lot of us just started learning about the stock market when COVID happened.
Yeah.
Nobody knew any. People were so scared to invest. Yeah.
Yes.
And it's crazy that even up to this day, I was telling somebody about a high yield savings account. They didn't even know what that was. They said, "What's a high yield savings account?"
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Break that down for us, cuz.
But I ain't a tax boss though. But I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, so, okay.
The high yield savings account, right? It's better than the average savings account because with the high yield, you got different banks. A lot of it is online banking, but Capital One, they got a good percentage. So basically, Capital One, whatever you got in your savings, they give you 4.30% annually, like every year. So if you have $5,000 in that, at the end of the year, they 4.30%. right? Mm-hmm. So the next year, it's going to be another 4.30% on top of that 4.30% that you got last year. I said that right? That's how it works.
Wow.
So the high yield savings account, and it's less riskier than investing money in the stock market, right?
Yeah.
Because they have more control over it. So no matter what happens, you're going to get that 4.3% every year, depending on which how high yield savings account you decide to go with.
Stocks isn't a bad thing to invest in. I think you just need to learn stocks. I think some people jump in stocks without educating themselves first on how to, invest, when to pull out, when it's time to trade.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just don't know. So nothing's wrong with stocks, you guys. Just educate yourself first. And if you're not for sure, always get with somebody who really understands something. Educate yourself.
100%.
No, facts. Okay. Man, but how did you learn about all of this? Was it through just trial and error, or did you take a class, or?
On me? So,
yeah.
I learned, I think it depends on the circle of friends that you have.
Okay.
I learned about stocks because one of my best friends put me on. I learned about the high yield savings account because an old time friend from like a long time ago told me about it. And then I spoke to my best friend like 4 weeks ago. He said, man, you got to get the high yield savings account. So that's how I learned. Now, stocks, the reason I know how to invest and I learned how to invest is going to sound crazy. I had to lose a lot of money for me to learn how to invest in stocks. I had to lose first in order to win.
How much money we talking about?
I can't even. Man, a lot of money, bro. I don't even like to look at my account. Yeah.
So what kind of stocks are you invested in?
So
like penny stocks?
I mean, in the beginning, that's the mistake I was making. I was like, man, it's a cheap stock.
Yeah.
So I was investing in penny stocks. And then after I kept losing, I started investing in like big companies, man, like companies that has been around for a long time. They got a good foundation. But lately, I just been investing in the S&P 500. Like that, top 500 companies in America. So, and it gives you dividends, and it also gives you that high yield every year too. So I just feel like that's been good for me so far. Yeah.
What's the best way to go about starting to invest in the SP 500? Like if somebody wanted to start, like a beginner.
So they got certain stock portfolios, like Public. Public is basically a stock portfolio. Where
you talking about Publix?
Yeah, no, not Publix. No.
Yeah, they're throwing me off.
My man said Publix.
That's what I'm like. I know Publix, you gotta work there to get the stuff.
So, no, for real, man.
Only if you're from the South, you know Publix.
So Public, man. So they got their stock portfolio, and that's how I started because I realized you could buy partial shares. So if a share costs $300, you ain't gotta buy $300 worth of it. You could put like $100 in it. You'll get a partial return with it as it goes up, as they give you dividends too. So that's how I started. That's the best advice I can give to anyone that wants to get in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you had to take losses.
I had to take losses, man.
In order for you to gain.
In order for me to gain. But the thing is, like any investment, like you got different types of investors, but I think a real investor, you shouldn't be looking at your money every day. Like, and you shouldn't be investing money that you need.
Okay.
And you got to look at it from like a long-term perspective. Like I'm talking about 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. If you need the money, man, you might as well just keep it in a regular savings account. Not even a high yield. Just keep it in a regular savings account and do it the old-fashioned way. That's just my perspective.
So, Tax Boss, do you guys work with people in terms of like how to budget their finances?
Of course. Financial planning is very, very big.
Financial planning. Yes. Okay.
I don't care if it's a business or individual. I feel like if you have a plan with your finances, I mean, of course, things do, happen, right?
Yeah.
But if you kind of have a year, a 5-year, 10-year, it's really good to keep, on budget. So, yes, I definitely recommend financial planning.
Okay, so y'all want to get y'all finances in order because I ain't gonna front. I just had to, buy a book the other day. Damn, what the hell is the name of that book? But it's kind of teaching you about how to budget your money.
Yes.
So let me ask you guys a question. If you get paid on Cash App, right? Because there's 2 ways. You can get it instantly or you can get it within, I think, 3 to 5 business days. Which option would you take?
Okay. So I don't deal with Cash App anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, I'm broke people.
As a business owner, I used to like Cash App. But let me tell you something.
Do Cash App no more.
When certain things is due, I don't have have time to be waiting or, getting charged.
Okay.
So what I used to do for my clients, and people could say, oh, you should have did that, whatever. You pay the fee. So that way, if I need to instant transfer my money over to my business bank account, instant transfer, but on you.
Okay.
So
See, we getting business tips in the building.
Nice. So the same thing with Apple Pay. So I take Apple Pay for my clients, but guess what? If I have to instant transfer, because I will, okay, you're responsible for that charge as well. And I'm upfront with it. So say, for instance, if I charge a fee and it's $9.10, and you say, oh, Bree, I don't have the cash to pay you right now. I want to Apple Pay you or whatever. I don't deal with Cash App at all. I hate Cash App. But... okay, no problem. So
no more Cash App.
Yes.
Step up your payment system.
So with Apple Pay, I just say, okay, well, I know they're going to charge me 30 to, and so now it's going to be this. And my clients are okay with it as long as you upfront.
Okay.
Like, hey, if you want to pay me this way, and I will get them to either pay you cash or they will do whatever. But my system, we have, we take everything. So we have, MX card.
MX in the building.
Yes. I offer Afterpay for my clients who can't afford to do a financial planning. So
Afterpay.
Yes. So say for instance, like if you come to me and you want to come up with this business, plan with financial strategy, and I charge you $2,000, but you don't have the full $2,000, you can go through my Afterpay system. They pay it up front, and then you can pay them back in. So I offer.
She gonna get her money.
Yo, that's legendary, man.
Hey, she said you handle with them, they gonna pay, whatever.
You're right, but I'm gonna get mine. All right, so you deal with them.
I'm gonna get my money.
I'm out for others, but I kind of step away from Cash App a long time ago. Cash App is good. I'm not saying business owners don't take Cash App.
So why'd you step away from Cash App though?
Cash App and PayPal, I feel like it just give me too much issues, and a couple things I ran in with Cash App too. I had a couple clients who paid me and then went back to their bank and then do a dispute. So guess what? No more of that. So
exactly.
And say they didn't get the services, but they got.
There you go.
That's crazy.
And that's why I don't do it, because with Apple Pay and Zelle, once you make that transaction, you cannot go dispute
that. That's so crazy.
When it comes to that, like even with my credit cards, I'm very picky about which clients run their credit cards and debit cards, because people will go back and try to dispute and make you look crazy as the business owner.
But what
and
would
then you got to sit here and try to put proof and print out this. And when you're, depending on what type of level of business you're doing, you don't have time for certain things.
No, facts.
So I just try to eliminate the factor. So that's the only reason why I stopped taking Cash App.
Yeah, you got to prevent before event.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. And PayPal was a good source, and I love PayPal because a lot of people love PayPal because it's give people a sense of confidence.
Yeah.
With PayPal, like if one of my clients pay me $5,000, it takes me forever to get it out
business.
because now I got to prove something for PayPal to do this, and they want to know this, and it's just too much.
But why do you think like a client would do that though? Do you think it's something you did?
No,
possibly
broke behavior.
Broke behavior.
Broke behavior. We don't want no broke behaviors going into 2024.
Thinking about it, right? If I come to you and I pay you for a service and I'm not happy, I want to come talk to you about it first before I try to go dispute, right? Yeah. So if somebody goes do that, but they're happy when they walk out, it's just because they didn't want to pay for it from the beginning, and they want to try to get it for free. So it's more of a finesse style.
Okay.
To me personally.
So, what are your thoughts when you hear the word scam? You know that's circling around now. Have you ever heard that in your business?
Man, 100%. Scammers, they all around. So, when I heard that word, like, I think somebody tried to place an order with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're telling me to ship out the product first before they pay me my money. I'm like, what? You want me to print? So I got to design the product, print it out, and ship it out.
Yeah.
And then you're going to pay me? Man, come on, man. I live in South Florida.
We don't do that here.
Come on. Yeah, man.
Facts. Yo, but your stuff is like high quality though. Like, what are you using? Like, how are you making these banners?
Thank you so much, man. So I got all the best printers, man. HP latex printers, right? So but see, the thing about it is, right? The product, it's quality, but you got to know where it starts from. It starts from on the computer, man. Making sure the design has that quality control. So when you print it out, the quality looks good, right? So that's why I tell a lot of people, I'm a graphic designer and a printer and a marketer. So the graphic design part is very important, man, because a lot of people come to me and they say, man, I got my design. I'm like, yeah, you got your design? I say, you got your logo? They be like, yeah, I got my logo. They send me the logo. man, it's pixelated, it's blurry. I'm like, yo, who made your logo, man? They be like, oh, I made it on Canva. Oh, I use Fiverr. I'm like, listen, man, if you
Fiverr not good? Hold on. We're going to go to war about Fiverr now. Fiverr got it for the Lolo.
So the thing with Fiverr, right? The thing with Fiverr and Canva, it depends on what you're making. Like if you're making a small business card, right? If you ain't really making a large format printing, the thing is, they send you the logo, but it's not the original logo. So when you blow it up, when you put it on a banner or like a backdrop, it's gonna be pixelated. It ain't blurry. It ain't gonna look good.
So we say pixelated. You know, pixelated mean these big terms. So what do you mean by that?
That basically mean like fuzzy, like fuzziness. Like if you zoom into the picture,
fuzzy.
If you zoom into the picture, man, like you can see like distortions in the photo. So the reason why you gotta get me if you want some quality graphic design.
Okay.
Because I check files, man. I check your file. If your file ain't looking good, I'll reach out to you. I'll say, man, do you have another image that you can send me? If you don't have another image, guess what I'll do? I would redesign your file for you.
For the free? Or you gonna upsell?
So I'm gonna give them a discount, you know. Because at the end of the day, man, money matters, but it's more about their relationship. You know? So I like to throw things in there when I can. So I'll redesign it. Man, I even redesigned people logos the exact same.
No, I ain't even going front. He changed the actual format on this here. He changed the whole I Talk Great joint. So he ain't even just capping. He changed it for me because somebody else did that for me. He was like, no, I can change it, man. And I was like, oh.
That's a good mindset to have. Yeah. Because you got to remember, once you wheel that client in, that's it. They're going to go tell 5 other people.
Exactly.
And then word of mouth. And then now you got money coming in and all that type of way. So I love the way you're thinking. And
100%.
So does the file have to be like JPEG or PNG?
So they ain't good files. Anytime you see JPEG, PNG, run.
Really?
Because
PNG?
They ain't really, they for web, man. They for the web. They for the computer. Like PNG, JPEG, they ain't really good files. But when you see PDF, you're working with a good file. Like you can make that file as big as you want. It won't get distorted. It shouldn't get distorted. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, when you see EPS, you golden. EPS means it's a vector file. So I'm going to break it down.
Okay.
EPS, AI, vector files. That basically means it was created in Adobe Illustrator. And it was saved as a AI, which stands for Adobe Illustrator. And then you hear the word vector file. Basically means you could distort that image. You could do whatever you want with that logo. And it won't mess it up, man. It won't be blurry. It won't be fuzzy. It will be sharp. The edges will be sharp. Now, I'm going to pitch y'all on game right now.
A lot of people on game, brother.
You got a lot of graphic designers out there that they ain't really honest, man. They ain't honest.
Fiverr ain't honest?
No, I'm talking about graphic designers that have their storefront like that.
You talking about the one at the swap?
Man, I can't even say, but you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. So the thing is, right?
You got the swap. I don't know, boy.
Man, you got graphic designers out there. They design logos for people.
Mm-hmm.
And then they be like, man, I'm going to send you the original file. They don't send the original file. They send you a JPEG. They send you a PNG file.
The one with the square behind it.
Yeah, square panel, right? That they send you like a transparent file. I can't use it, right? The reason why they do that, you know why? Because they want to keep you hostage. They want you to always come back to them. Me, I give you your files. Listen, I give you everything
what's the actual file type that we should be getting if the files are going to be ours? Is that the AI or vector?
Yes, AI, vector, EPS. All those words are used interchangeably.
I Talk Great logo. The dude on Fiverr was like, "Hey man, you want the AI?" I was like, "I don't want that shit." I'm like, "Man, what a PNG?"
And now you should
gotta go back and get that shit.
You need the AI.
All of this is from PNG.
That's what I'm saying. That means you ain't got your logo. You ain't got your logo, bro.
Yo, what the bomba?
Big up to UTC. I see y'all on here representing
marketing and medical
building.
If you're here, you need to pull up September 28th at her Power Space. It's going down. We're going to be dropping knowledge. Damn, I did not even know that.
You got to get the you almost made me say PNG. Listen, you got to get the vector file, man.
Yeah, so we need the vector.
Yeah, man. And like the thing is, I love to check files. So even if you got your file already designed and you got the original file, I would check for spelling. I would check for any errors, man. Because at the end of the day, I tell my customers, it's your business, but my name is on your business. Once you hire me to do a job for you, my reputation on the line.
Yo, say that again.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what people don't understand. Like, once I do your job, my reputation on the line. So when they see your banner, they see me.
Facts.
So that's what people got to understand. That's why for me, it's about being detailed, precise.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And another thing I'm going to say about my business, I'm a one-stop shop. What that means I do the graphic design and the printing. And if you want me to market it too, I'll market it too.
So how you marketing? Like, what do you mean you marketing?
So social media marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
SEOs, website development, right? Email marketing. So that's mainly what I'm talking about. But the thing is, a lot of people, they go to a designer, they get the design done. Now they got to find a printer. With me, I'm a one-stop shop. Get your design done and print it at the same place. People laugh because I say, man, I'm like the Walmart of science. And I always say, man, if you could think about it, I could do it.
Is it just you, or do you have a team or staff?
So I got a team, right? So I got installers. Like, for example, when I was in Colombia, I had my installer down here still.
Talking about Colombia, like Medellin?
No, I thought, yeah, exactly.
Okay, this man was in Medellin.
That's crazy.
Yo, ¿qué pasa?
Yeah, man. But yeah, I got a whole team.
Hold on, what the hell you was doing in Medellin?
No, I was in Cartagena.
Okay, Cartagena. Okay, you was in Pablo Escobar. That's where he from, though.
No, Medellin.
Playing just crash with the coat.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on, so what you was doing down there?
Man, you know, I had to get into the culture, man. You know, I started learning Spanish, so I want to be a part of the natives. You know what I'm saying?
So why you didn't just go to Miami?
No,
Like,
it's different. I had to go over.
Brooklyn. You could have just went to the groundhouse over there in Oakland and Commercial. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
you got to have me. That's what I don't speak no English. So when you pull up.
Hell yeah. Man, you could have went to Hialeah.
Nah, man, I had to go overseas, baby.
Okay.
Overseas.
So how was that experience over there,
man,
brother?
Honestly, I'm going back in January, man, so that should tell you something.
Okay.
I just got back in July, and now I'm going back in January.
Okay, you got a mamacita over there?
I'm chilling, man, you know, just having a good time. You know?
Okay.
So, I got like 600 people on my live.
Oh, 600.
What?
Inquire minds will know, are you single?
Oh,
hey,
man.
ladies, jump in the DM.
My brain is
Oh, God, man.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Inquiring Minds? How you doing, baby? Yeah, I'm single. Hey,
The brother said he's single. So if y'all trying to mingle, y'all got to have your own prints. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this then, since you're single, right? You know, to kind of twist it a little bit. You know, in the community, in our community, you got a lot of women that's making more money than the brothers.
Yeah.
So Tyler Perry just was on, Instagram the other day, and he was basically saying that, hey, it's okay for the man to just pay the light bill. You know what I'm saying?
I got something to say about my No, that's a good topic. I'm going to let him answer that question first, and we're going to follow up with that in a second. Okay.
What are your thoughts on that? Would you feel insecure if your woman made more?
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't feel insecure. But it's easy for me to say that because I'm successful at my age, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got multiple streams of income. So
How old are you?
I'm 31. So I wouldn't know what it feels like. I rarely come across a woman that makes more money than me. I rarely. But not saying that they're not out there. But what I'm saying,
he meets me.
No,
I was just about to say that. I'm like, you're sitting next to the tax boss.
That's what I said. Really. I said really, man.
He's sitting next to bling bling.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Rarely. But you don't see that. But she unique, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. She unique. You don't see that on an everyday basis, right?
No, facts.
So,
You ran like a T-bone steak.
that's what I'm saying. So she in like the top percentage. So that's what I'm saying. And it's like I made sure to have my ducks line up in a row.
Okay.
Right? But I think at the end of the day, man, no matter how much money you make, even if you make less than your woman, it depends on the type of woman she is. If she humble, right? If she don't throw it in your face, if she make you feel less than, that's a different situation. Now, I would be like, man, I got to get out of this relationship, man. I feel like I can't meet up to your standards.
Yeah.
Right? So it depends on the pressure she coming with. Now, if she humble and she like, baby, don't even worry about
that. Me. I'm like, God damn.
What I'm saying? It depends on what you do, man.
I'm like, what the hell?
Yo, listen, you gotta listen, man. You gotta listen.
Man, they don't ever make more than me. I'm like, okay, where you be at? Like where you be chilling at?
No, the thing is, so I go to a lot of networking events.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I go to a lot of networking events, different hosts. I go to like 6 networking events a month.
That's dope. That's dope.
So I meet a lot of entrepreneurs.
Okay.
I meet a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of successful people.
Mm-hmm.
And when they tell me about their business and their situation, like that's why I'll be like, man, it's different down here. But then another thing we got to understand, I'm only talking about down here in South Florida, right?
Okay. Now
other states may be on game.
Mm-hmm.
I heard Atlanta got a lot of boss ladies. I've never been to Atlanta. I don't know.
Okay.
You know. Well, New York.
So you saying the women down here ain't really making a lot?
Listen, like I don't know. I'm talking about my personal experience.
Okay. Yeah, so tax boss, you said you wanted to chime in on the man just paying the light bill. Ladies, let that man pay the light bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill out. Right, like, if you guapped up.
One thing about me, I'm not biased. So, I'm going to just keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 things I got wrong with Tyler Perry and what he said.
Okay.
Right? And I'm going to go back and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think, again, all right, and take me wrong, I feel like only in the Black community, okay, are women pushed to be on their own and be more independent in that narrative in the Black community where we divide the household home, okay? And again, call me biased if you want to, but I'm about 100% sure that they're not pushing that in the Indian community, the white community, the Hispanic community, even in your traditional African where we come from. They're not pushing that narrative for the woman to be on their own.
Where we 100%. Come from.
Now, okay. Okay, now, this is where I'm going to sit here and say I'm not biased, but I'm going to just keep it real with you guys, okay?
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a woman making good money, and there's nothing wrong with a man not being on her level. It's about a woman bossing him up, because guess what? A man might not be on your level, but I can boss you up with him.
Boss me up, man! I don't give a damn.
Again,
throw away the
key.
key.
We should be pushing that narrative in our community to be independent and, only accepting the bare minimum for a man, because no other culture is required to accept the bare minimum from a man. Okay, and if you look at any other culture too, look at any other culture. The man is set to take care of the home.
Yeah.
And they're raised like that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay?
I agree with what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I'm not going to be biased about the situation.
Yeah.
Like, I understand where Tyler Perry is coming from, but also I'm telling my ladies, don't ever accept bare minimum.
Yeah.
If a man can only do this much and you can do this much, but y'all can come together and be a team, there's nothing wrong with that. If I'm a millionaire and you 100 there, we're going to be a multi-millionaire couple by the time we get done.
Because
at the end of the day, we got to learn how to build each other up. So
I can help you with the kids and do the laundry. You know what I'm saying?
Pushing this narrative on this, Black women, we got to accept this, we got to accept that, because it shouldn't be like that.
No, facts. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, but the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying now is that unless we're in those communities, because we got to realize a lot of the stuff that's being pushed on us is part of propaganda. You know what I'm saying? To bring it back to what you were saying, to separate the Black family. But we're not really in those communities, you know what I'm saying, to kind of know what's being done in their communities. Because I'm pretty sure there's white on white crime.
Exactly.
There's Chinese on Chinese crime.
Yeah.
Indian on Indian crime.
Highlighted enough.
Yes.
That's the problem. But they highlight it more in our community to separate us more, because why? We're stronger, and they know that we're stronger together than
exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? We're not gonna get into that because we're gonna stick on subjects, but that's another subject for later.
But it's facts,
though. Just keep it real,
Yeah.
So, and again, ladies, even as myself, I hear what he's saying. I've been in that situation where I dated a man that's not as financially established as me, and I made him feel low because of how sometimes I carry myself. So over the years, even though I elevate, I learned how to be more submissive in my relationship. So I leave the boss role at work. So when I come home, that's home. I'm not a boss at home. So I had to learn that over the years myself. So I can understand where he comes from when he say that sometimes us women, when we get to those levels, we don't know how to separate.
Yeah,
so I understand what he's saying. Yeah. But it can't work as long as you don't.
Okay, so you felt like you had to leave the boss at work and home be more submissive?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very dominant, and I know that about myself. So when most men, they encounter me, when you see me, first thing you're going to know, okay, she's very happy. You know, personality is amazing.
Yeah. But you're going to say, get over here, nigga. Yo, you hear what me I said?
I had to learn how to be like, okay, he's still the leader of the home.
Yeah. But is he though?
Household. Yes, because at the end of the day, no matter what, and I think that's where we mess up at, and this is from life experiences.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even if you make more money than that man, he's still the man of the home. So we still supposed to treat him like he's the man of the home.
Okay.
And I think that's what some ladies like myself, we get confused. Oh, I'm independent, I'm boss. But guess what? We can only do so much by ourselves, ladies. So at the end of the day, as much as we are bossy, we still got to learn how to, like I said, leave that boss role at home. And when we get home, we got to know, hey, that's my man. This is his time. You know, this is my time to kind of like, not say bow down to him, but cater to him a little bit. Because at the end of the day, you never know, the black man goes through the most.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Watch my back too.
Try to work on that. So I can say it's a balance. It's going to be a balance.
But what if he's not being a man in the home? How do you...
He don't need to be in my home.
She said, well, Dave, you don't need to be a man in my home.
It's like that.
Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be there with you, right? So, so whether you have it now or you have it in the future, I'm going to still be there with you. But you got to do something to make yourself the leading at the home. Yeah. I don't care if you go flip burgers for $15 an hour. You got to at least get up to make yourself feel like something. Yeah. So I feel like if you're getting up and you're looking like you're doing something, you feel like you're doing something, it's going to make you feel positive as a man. Okay. But if you sitting at home and all you're doing is drive my car around, and you sleep on the couch.
Yo, let me hold the keys.
Right, and you want to play the game all day. Then that go to show you. But you got to remember, as woman and man, a person to tell you everything about. Just watch him.
No facts. But he can take the tax class. Don't you have the tax class?
Yes, I do. Yes, let's talk about that. So we got class coming up. $350. You guys learn everything. You could be your own boss.
She got the tax class.
So yes, we have a little bit of that. So yes, if for the ladies who got a man that's sleeping on the couch and he want to come tell them to come holler at the tax boss at Empress Tax Service.
Yo, she gonna let him take the tax class. No, but I definitely agree with what you're saying. You know what I mean? But I think sometimes you have a lot of men, especially in Caribbean communities, they have a problem with the woman kind of being definitely in a more empowered position.
Excuse me to my Jamaican men. You guys know I love you guys. That's my culture. But especially, trust me, Jamaican men, they like for their woman to lean on them for everything. And we're talking about Caribbean men in general.
Yeah, most it's like that in Trinidad,
not even just Jamaican men. We're talking about Caribbean men in general. From Trinidad, Guyanese, Jamaican, Bahamian,
Bahamas,
whatever.
Baby.
You know what I mean? Yeah, big up Bahamas in the house.
Some conch.
They don't like their woman to be too independent and too successful.
Yeah, they don't want you to be the she king.
Sometimes it make their ego go like, who? What y'all mean, girl? You think you're something?
Yeah.
Yeah? You understand? So that's how it kind of go on. So, if you take that away, you'll be okay. But most of them, do. But you do have some guys who are okay. But some of them know how to take that. If my girl got the spotlight and I don't.
Yeah.
I ran into that before, too.
That's so unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? That's so unfortunate because to me, like if you study history, like when people saw the She King, you know what I mean? Like one of my associates was like, man, there's no way that could have been true. Not realizing that's from a true story. The homie, you know what I'm saying? So not to say that she's not womanly, you know what I'm saying, or not feminine, but at the same time, a woman's able to do certain things that a man can do as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's okay if she gives you an idea because to me, she is the creator. Yeah. So she may be more closer to that divine message than we would be. So to me, okay, you give me the idea, now I'm going to go take it, provide and protect you at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be where, okay, she's like, I'm beneath her because she make a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
But then I think too, deep down, I think it also comes to like the guy's self-esteem and confidence issues.
Yeah, facts.
That's true too.
Yeah. I think it all comes down to that, and wanting a woman that makes less than him so that
he can feel more empowered.
He can feel more empowered. Yeah, but it's all the ego defense mechanism, right? It's all the delusion, man.
Facts.
That's what it is, really. Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like at the end of the day, if we study, empower ourselves, you know what I mean, we can get out of that whole type of mindset. And even when it comes to like the music, like what do you be listening to on a daily?
Let's talk about the music.
Yeah,
music. What do you feed your mind?
Exactly.
The music has definitely changed. I can't get with all the sexy reds and stuff. I'm sorry, you guys. You know, I don't want to go to Pound Town.
You gotta go to Pound Town.
I want to feel like Jodeci. You know what I mean? I want to feel like, you know, my Keith Sweat. You know, I'm that type of woman. So don't come to me talk about Pound Town nothing because I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Right? So I think that, you know,
no Pound Town, fellas.
Yeah, no Pound Town. I think we just lost intimacy. I think they're pushing, you know, the gay agenda. They're pushing the sexual over-sexualized agenda. Oh, yeah, I'm going to bring that up. We keeping it real today, you know what I mean? They're pushing these agendas, right? And people can call me hypocrite. They can say whatever they want to say, but they're pushing these agendas to the point where it's like you either with it or you're not. And if you're not with it, then you getting called, oh, you lame, you ain't this, you that, because
marketing medical billing says so true, sister. You dropping real talk.
It's they're pushing the agenda, and I gotta have a problem with it once it get to school.
I agree with you.
Kids, and I ain't have a problem with it when it's just you on your own, because of course, kids can get into anything between social media.
No facts.
And you know. Whatever, right? Because even when the internet first came out, everybody had a little something. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying it, but it wasn't as accessible.
No, exactly.
You understand what I mean? I don't care what you do and how you do it and how you live your lifestyle, but the agenda that they pushing is for us not to procreate.
Yes.
And we're gonna leave that there.
No, but it's so true. No matter where you go, no matter what TV show, even it's in the Eternals.
Yeah.
And even if you looked at the new Black Panther that came out, you know what I'm saying? Like it was in there. So it's like they have to put it everywhere. So subliminally they dropping it. So at the end of the day, in these kids' times, they're gonna feel like, well, okay, if I ain't getting no shorty holler at me and Greg wanna holler, I guess it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up in New York, you couldn't get no girls unless you had on Air Force Ones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to have the Timbs like what my guy Tiggs have on. And I ain't had none of that. But that type of thinking wasn't around. You know what I'm saying? Like, those Timbs, he got the Timbs on. Like, my mom was not buying me that shit. He don't even got the regular Timbs. He got the exclusive ones. So... if he had, I know Timbs was getting poems back in New York. You know what I'm saying? Because if he had those on, chicks was just loving you just straight off that. I had to come down here to Florida to get some action. You know what I'm saying? Because down here, they wasn't really like caring what you was wearing like that. As long as you had a whip. I had to learn that real quick.
Well, it's a few things. So I think, women and men, we need to stop going off to, stuff, especially down here in South Florida where the cars is mostly rented anyway. So, we have to remember to stop going. But I've been that girl because that's why my baby daddy is my baby daddy. I liked him because of what he had at the time. 16, 17.
Okay.
All right. So what you looking at? Material thing. Right?
How old was he?
So,
okay.
You see that face you gave you?
And everybody tried to get on me when I interviewed Miami. Everybody tried to get on me when I interviewed Miami Tip because she was 16 and I think her baby daddy was 23 or something like that. And,
but that's not bad. See, I was 16, 17 and he was like 26.
So that's what I'm saying. So I wasn't saying that it was okay. All I was saying was you saw that, like, growing up in New York, being in Jamaica high school, you saw that all the time. Like, I couldn't get no girls because all the guys in the Hondas and the Acuras was coming up and scooping them up. You know what I'm saying? So all I was saying was it was a normal thing to see back at that time. I wasn't saying that it was okay, but everybody was like, yo, you over here promoting pedophilia.
But no, because let's take it back. See, this is why I'll be saying let's call it kettle black, because back in the day, right? And that's what we're going to keep, and let's look at facts, right? Back in the day, we talked about before social media, before your grandmother, your great-grandmother, we talked about the great-great-grandmother stage, right? Where you were in the 1920s, 1930s stage, and before that, where when a woman started her period, she was considered being a woman. So guess what they did? They married her off, whether she was 12, 13, 14. Yeah. You understand? And guess what the men were? They were grown-ass men. Let's talk about it. They were grown men. They're in their 20s. They're in their 30s, right?
Yeah.
But that's what the normal was back then. Okay? It's a little creepy. Yeah, I don't think I want to be creepy anymore, right? But, let's talk about it because that's true. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So if a woman is 16 and say her boyfriend is 20, that's not bad because you got to remember.
That's not bad. So you're saying
no?
So you're saying the girls knew what they was doing when R. Kelly was peeing on them?
Yes. Because think about it though. Let's keep it real though. You know what the hell you getting yourself into at 16 by that time. You got enough common sense to know right and wrong is wrong at 16 years old.
This nigga said the girls know what they get.
I'm just saying because they was trying to say like she was 16. Yo. She didn't know. 16,
no, she knew. But we also
maybe she didn't know. Maybe they didn't know the consequences, but they knew.
Listen, why you think most states when you go to the legal age to have sex is 16 with legal consent?
Really? What state is that?
Look at states.
Okay, we're gonna Google that.
Go on Google right now. And see what the legal age is 16.
And we're not telling y'all to go ahead and
we're not saying to go
go ahead and do your thing, kids.
Let's look at that though. Let's look at that. Let's look at that because. You got to remember, and you got to remember, women mature quicker than men. So sometimes I might not want to know same 16. We over here poking at each other. I was kind of attracted to that man who already got something because that's what my mindset was at already. Yeah. So it's not saying that there's nothing wrong, but at the same time, at 16, you kind of know right and wrong.
No, I mean, yeah, by that time, if your daughter come home or your son come home and say, "Hey, mom, I'm messing with the da-da-da-da," you know what I mean? It shouldn't be no wrong because if a little boy do it, right? Because I done had grown men that come to me and tell me, I lost my virginity when I was 11 to my babysitter. She was 16, dog, and right? Right? Yeah. It's okay for a man to go ahead and tap something older, but when a man do it to a younger woman, it's a problem. Oh, wow. Or Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Connecticut, Georgia, all the goddamn states.
Yes. Georgia? That's what I'm explaining to you. So, 16.
That's crazy.
So you know what the hell you doing.
Yo, bro.
You know what you're doing. So I don't want to hear nobody talk about, this man peed on me and I ain't know. You know damn well when you lay down.
Wow, 16. What the hell? Florida has one of the highest ages of consent in the nation, according to the age of consent. Wow, that's crazy.
I speak facts online. You can go Google it. You see, I told you to go Google it, right? Listen, we speak facts over here.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, man.
Okay.
God,
I mean, but all right. I'm not going to say just because it's legal, it's okay.
Do it. No.
Or not even to go do it, that it's okay. Because, I mean, we got to understand what system we're in. You know what I mean? At one point in time, slavery was legal.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Alcohol is legal, but then at the end of the day, it could destroy you.